What's up guys, Rapid Rail back, and yeah, I was supposed to do a well, not mapping video, but yeah, I decided not to because I feel like mapping, I'm just better at it. Let me know if there's like any games you recommend other than mapping, but I feel like I'm the best at mapping, so that's what I'm gonna do, I guess. So today we're looking at a scenario where what if Europe went to war? You know, so they would have a draft, essentially. They would draft, and if you don't know what drafts is, he would take it in turns to pick a country. Well, yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah. So, yeah, and I think it'll be fitting to start off with. I think the two people that will be drafting. Probably gonna be like UK and France, since they're long time rivals. I mean, why wouldn't they? So yeah, these two are gonna be stars off, and they're gonna be the ones drafting. So who would they draft? Okay, we'll give UK the first pick because I'm from the UK. So, who would UK pick in this situation? I think they would pick, and always correct me if you think I'm wrong, I think they would pick Italy, because then they can surround France and take out the blue team's leader quickly. And then France will pick, who would France pick? Probably Germany. Because they're so economically strong and they're also decent military power. I think next UK would pick Spain, and France would pick Portugal, just because, you know, Portugal is a pretty strong country and it would distract Spain for a long time. And I think now UK would pick Poland, and then France would pick Ukraine. UK would pick... Oh, we're not including Russia, by the way, but we are including Turkey because they're considered European. They're in they're in NATO. I'll include them. So they're gonna pick Turkey here, and we'll get all the islands as well. I think that's a solid pick. Now is all the strongest countries are picked in Europe by now. Whose turn is it? France, yeah. Okay, so France would probably take Greece. Yeah, Greece, just because, that would again keep Turkey distracted long enough. And you can't have Turkey and Greece on the same team, let's be real. So yeah, that's who they're gonna pick. And that's a solid pick, pretty late in to the draft, and they pull off a pretty decent pick there, I think. I mean, yeah, pretty good. And next, I think UK would pick Finland, because Finland's a very strong country, and France would probably take Sweden, maybe. UK would take Norway for oil purposes, and I mean, I guess Norway have a lot of trees, I don't really know. I think just for natural resources in general, Norway is a very good pick. And keep in mind, no other countries will get involved, obviously, since this is a Europe at war, not a world at war. But let me know if you do want that to happen. I can do that, like a world draft. That would probably take ages to draft, but I guess I can make it happen. I'm pretty sure Norway owns these as well, I guess. Okay, France, after seeing this, would probably take Croatia, because Croatia, again, a decently strong country. And then UK will pick Switzerland because why not? France will take Romania. UK would take Netherlands. Pretty good late pick here actually, Netherlands. Again, decently strong country. Decent economic zone. France will take Belgium. Again, decent late round pick there. And I'll just get this out of the way. It is still UK's pick, but you know, I wouldn't really count that as a pick. I mean, Luxembourg. They're just annoying me, so yeah. Who would UK pick now? Looking at their options, they would probably go for... Yes, I know there's a country not here, by the way. Serbia? Yeah, probably Serbia. Now France would go Hungary. UK would go Botswana. France would probably go Montenegro. I believe this country is called Montenegro. I mean, there's not a lot of strong countries left, and they're, you know, I'm probably missing a lot that are like stronger. But at this point, it's about territory over military, because you know, Bulgaria's not that weak. But you know, what are they gonna do? Speaking of Bulgaria, France will pick up Bulgaria. UK will take Moldova purely just to distract Romania and Ukraine. France will pick Austria. UK will pick Czechia. France will take Slovakia. UK will take this country. France will take North Macedonia. UK will take Albania. And who is left? Not a lot, and I feel like... Wait, is it? Sorry if I gave like UK like 2 picks in a row. It's quite hard to keep track. But I'm gonna say it's France's turn to pick. France is gonna take Ireland just to distract UK. UK is gonna take Belarus. France is gonna take Denmark. I mean, they don't really have a lot of options at this rate, and Denmark, I mean, yeah, late pick, and you know, I guess it's an alright late pick. I'm gonna leave the other white dots out. Oh, actually no, that'll annoy me if I leave it. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Now I've lost track. I think it's UK, and UK are gonna pick Iceland. Just cause UK could escape to Iceland, I guess. And what is left? These 3 countries that I get the names mixed, so I'm not gonna say them. I know there's one called Estonia, one called Lithuania, and one called something else. I'm just gonna say France take that, UK take that, France take that. And I think, Cyprus. Is Cyprus a European country? I think so. I think it's a European country. I don't know. Let me in the comments if it classifies as like an African or not African, like maybe a Asian country. But I think it's European because I don't know. You have to let me know. Most of the Mediterranean islands are European. I don't really know. Okay, so here's a draft complete. I think that is a pretty fair matchup. However, I feel like France got the advantage here because red team are all over the place. They're down in Turkey, then they have some here, and they have Italy and Switzerland alone, Spain's alone, UK's alone. However, France has this massive line, and they're all connected and beautiful. And for that, I think France had the upper hand here. I'm not going to lie. But UK will start the invasion of Ireland, almost taking over the whole island. Finland will make some advances into Sweden as well as Norway. Not that much Norway, Jesus. Yeah, Norway will make some advances. And also a little bit. And they're turning into the Vikings, bro. They're turning into the Vikings. Meanwhile, down here, Spain starts an invasion of Portugal. France starts an invasion of Spain. And yes, I'm going quickly, and that is because there is a lot of countries to cover. Like, a lot. So, yeah. France, I mean, it'll be very slow invasion because of the Swiss Alps. And also there are some down here as well in Italy. So, again, pretty slow invasion. However, France is kind of surrounded here. Not really, kind of. That happens. Netherlands pushes into Belgium a little bit before French troops finally arrive. Germany pushes into Netherlands. Meanwhile, down here, Germany pushes into Czechia. Czechia pushes into Slovakia, and also a bit of Austria and a bit of Hungary, with the help of Poland, obviously. And they take over pretty much all of Slovakia. Ukraine makes some advances into Poland and also Belarus. And Belarus and Poland take over. I think this one up here is Estonia, this one's Lithuania, and then this one's right. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that happens. I mean, those two didn't really stand a chance, so. Yeah, anyway, Sweden pushes back Norway, as Sweden probably would have an upper hand against Norway if it came down to it. Meanwhile, down here, Turkey takes over the island of Crete and starts invading all these islands, taking over almost all of them, and also starts an invasion into Greece and Bulgaria. Albania starts an invasion into North Macedonia, and Montenegro is disappearing. Meanwhile, Croatia makes advances into Botswana, and Italy, with the help of this random country, makes a lot of advances into Croatia, and also Austria. And so far, the red team are kind of cooking. Oh, I forgot this. Netherlands is gone. That happens over like a month. I'm not saying Netherlands would get rolled over, but meanwhile, French troops cannot get to Ireland simply because of the naval blockade here. You know, France goes like, oh, we're going in, yay, and then UK are like, oh, hell no. So yeah, that happens, and eventually they take over Ireland. And now UK can focus forces elsewhere. So they make a landing into, it's either this is Normandy or this is Normandy. Oh no, this is Britannia. I don't know much about France. All I know is they love baguettes. So yeah, they're going to make a landing, go up the coast, and eventually French troops will arrive because they were focused in Spain and Belgium. Speaking of Spain, Spain now manages to push back France, and Portugal makes a little bit of gains down here. Italy takes over this island. I'm not sure. Does this island like baguettes as well? I'm not sure. But personally, it would look better on a map if it was over to Italy. By the way, I was thinking of a big idea. Could be fixing the borders of the world. So like, just make it like, look at that. Look how ugly that is. You know, I would fix that. I'll give Alaska to Canada. Because let's be real, I know there's probably Americans in my chat saying hell nah, but if we're being realistic, it would look way better on the map if Canada owned it. So yeah, that's a video idea right there. A video idea. Anyway, back to my video I'm doing right now. With the help of Bulgarian troops, they managed to push Turkey back a little bit. Nothing else really down there. Oh yeah, I forgot about Moldova, didn't I? Yeah, they're gone. Polish troops push back Ukraine, even entering their territory, and start pushing back against Bulgaria. Wait, I just realised when I do the peace treaty, I'll forget what teams people are on, so that's not gonna. I'll have to do it once everyone's coloured, I guess. Anyway, Belarusian troops push back Ukraine a little bit, and Romania pushes into Hungary. Over here, Finland makes more advances into northern Sweden. Denmark, with the help of German troops, push back Norway. Down here, Spain pushes back Portugal, and yeah, Portugal are cooked. However, oh yeah, stupid. Yeah, of course, UK are sending troops to Spain. However, France start pushing back UK, almost kicking them out, very close, but eventually they start, you know, yeah, doing stuff, and they make a spearhead to France. If France is captured, I mean Paris, if Paris is captured, that means France would probably lose a bunch of morale, which means they would surrender. And I mean, France is the only superpower in the blue team, to be honest. And I think the blue team would lose. However, German forces arrive and push back UK out of France. So that was very close to ending the war. Meanwhile, Italy start pushing into France a bit more. And yeah, it's not looking good for the blue team. Polish troops and, well, all the other troops over here. Yeah, this is very messy. Yeah, they start pushing into Ukraine a lot, even pushing into Romania, taking over all of Hungary and Croatia. What the hell just happened? And Croatia and everything. So now these troops can focus more on going. What is going on? Going that way and that way, and the blue team are split in half as well. Turkey over like this probably takes place over like 5 months. They finally take care of all of Greece. And North Macedonia falls. Bulgaria is pushed back fully, and Romania starts to collapse, and they split the country in half. And yeah, it's not looking good for the blue team. It's basically what's left of Ukraine versus all of this, and then it's Germany, France, B, basically. And Portugal finally surrender to Spain. Now Spain can focus with their forces and pushing up, meeting up with Italian forces as well. Over here, Germany just start managing to push into Poland, and yeah, at this rate, I mean, they managed to push into Ukraine a little bit more, and there's a stalemate. Well, not really a stalemate. I mean, blue team kind of surrender. And what with this peace sheet? I mean, to be fair, Germany actually kind of did something. Sweden. I mean, this peace treaty would be very interesting. And since I really don't know how to edit, I'm gonna show you me drawing the borders live. You can always skip to the end where I show you the borders if you want. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to edit, if I'm going to be real with you. Like, if someone could teach me, I would really appreciate it. I need to... Wait. Boom. Okay. Go. And then that's blue. Okay, so we'll start. Make the secondary red, and then that. Okay, and then pencil. So over here, this is a pretty obvious one. UK fully take over the British Isles. Yeah, taking all of Ireland. Why wouldn't they? And it's not me being biased because I'm from the UK. I generally just think the UK drafted more powerhouses. Like, they got itself, Spain, Italy, Turkey, Poland. That's 5. And if you count Finland, that's 6. France got itself, Portugal, Germany, Ukraine, and maybe Greece. So that's 5. So in terms of like superpowers, they kind of got outnumbered, and yes, they did have like the land advantage, but in terms of military advantage, it just was not there. So they kind of got rolled over. Now UK would take like how am I gonna do this? I mean, yeah, okay. UK would take all of like northern-ish France, and also that bit of Germany right there. Yeah. That looks good. Sure. Yes. Oh no, man. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Wait. Ooh, look at that. Right, beautiful. So yeah, UK take all that. Belgium, I mean the rest of Belgium goes over to the Netherlands. Like that. And Netherlands just takes, and Luxembourg was on their team, yes. However, they let Netherlands like take control of them just because like they would be safer. So yeah, that's done over here. Now over here, I mean, realistically, would they be able to hold on to all of Portugal? No. However, for the sake of it, yes. I did forget about French Guiana, but we're focusing on Europe, so I'm just gonna leave it. And I also forgot about these micro states like Vatican City, San Marino, and all that. But I just didn't add them simply because they wouldn't have an impact on the war. So I just kind of left them. Now Spain did well against France. They get all this land. Deja vu from my Spanish Empire video right there. And we get rid of Monaco because they sink into the ocean. Right, yeah, so that's Spain. Done. Italy gets this island. And Italy takes like that because they didn't advance too much. However, like, yeah. So yeah, that happens as well. Boom. And then actually, I will just leave it because that's like a country. Okay, so that's good. Do I show puppets? I won't show puppets, honestly. Nah, yeah, I won't show puppets. Okay. Now, I don't think Switzerland would gain land. I think they would just gain nothing. We go over to here now. Germany. Oh, Germany. I don't even know what to do. I mean, wait. I got an idea. What if I make this a straight border, chat? Oh no! Okay, no, that'll be ugly. I'll get screamed at in the comments. I'll make it realistic and make it all squiggly. Yeah, so I go like that. I think the reason for why borders are squiggly in real life is because there'll be cities, and obviously cities won't be lined up in a straight line, and also like villages and everything. So like, for example, there's probably like a city here, and that's why they had to bend it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, Germany looking kind of tiny, but they're gonna get tinier as Czechia will get all of that. Whoops. Czechia will get all of. Oh, that's gonna look ugly. I don't think Czechia really contributed, so. Poland will get like all of that. Whoops. Oh my days, bruv. There we go. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, that looks so ugly. Poor Germany, man. Poor Germany. My God. My gosh. Yeah, you might want to skip to the end for the borders, honestly, because this is going to be crazy. I think we'll leave Denmark. They'll just get puppeted. And yes, I think I will do puppets. Again, Sweden will get puppeted. We'll go over to Ukraine, because Ukraine would definitely lose land and not just be puppeted. Now I do, yes. Oh shoot. Yeah, so I do remember Germany did like gain land into Poland before Poland can push back. However, Poland were gonna push back, so that's why like I kind of just didn't give blue team anything really. What? Okay, I'll give Belarus all of it. I don't think Poland would really want that, and I think Belarus would. I don't really know. I think what they would do is form this into one big country. I think that's just a smart thing to do for the red team. Is well to do that. Like that, okay. So that's one country now. Moving over here, I will acknowledge the fact that you know, Ukraine and Romania did take it, so I'll just give that to Ukraine, because I didn't, you know, they did, I guess, kind of deserve that at the very least. And I think they would just give Botswana all of Montenegro, and they would puppet all these countries here. Turkey would puppet Greece, and yeah, I think the rest would just be puppeted. So do I do puppets? If I like, okay, yeah, so every country, actually, yeah, now every country that the red team went against just turn into puppets, because I mean, like, why wouldn't they? I mean, okay, certainly these three would be puppeted. Sweden, yes. Ukraine wouldn't. Romania would. Greece would. I'll tell you why Ukraine wouldn't be puppeted, and it's because they were like the only country that gained land on the blue team. So I think that's why they wouldn't get puppeted, because you know they didn't lose enough land. And I know Sweden lost land, but like not a lot. But they're still getting puppeted because they didn't really gain anything like Ukraine did. Puppeted. Poor Ukraine, man. Poor Ukraine. Why is that white, bro? What thing? Oh, and then pencil, and then go back on this, and then go white, and then go there. Right. Yeah, that's about it for this video. And sorry, half the video is me doing borders. Yeah, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. My goal is 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so please help me reach that goal. And if you want to see more mapping videos, then please let me know by liking the video, and give me more suggestions if you do want to see more mapping. And yeah, like and subscribe, or else I'll eat your cookies. Peace.